I'm an indecisive person, and that shows when I'm looking for my next read. I find myself sitting and staring at my TBR shelves for a long time before finally deciding on something to read. That is why I decided to put all the books on my physical TBR onto a spinner wheel. I am going to be spinning the wheel and reading whatever it lands on. That eliminates me having to make a decision. I am at the complete mercy of the TBR wheel. So let's spin the TBR. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. Sorry if I have lipstick on my teeth. I've been having a real issue while trying to film today with lipstick getting on my teeth. And I don't know why. But hopefully we can get through this with no lipstick on my teeth. And if it does happen, hopefully you guys don't mind too much. But we are here to do episode 2 of Spin the TBR. If you don't know what Spin the TBR is, it is a series on my channel. And I feel like the intro of this kind of explains it a little bit. But basically, most of the books on my physical TBR are on a spinner wheel. I spin the wheel. Those are the books I have to read in this video. And I am allowed to DNF because I don't want to put myself through reading a book I'm not enjoying. And I can read them in any order. So I'm going to spin 3 times at the beginning of this video. Those are the 3 books I'm going to read in this video. And then I can read them in any order I choose. I will link the playlist down below in the description if you want to go get caught up on this series. There is only 1 episode before this, but I will link that down below. I am very nervous because I have no say in what I end up reading. I'm very, very nervous. It could be anything off my physical TBR. Well, there are a few exceptions of things that aren't on there that I have video plans for or that I'm not up to in a series. But I'm nervous. Let's spin the wheel. As you saw, we got From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. I have had this book for so long. Years and years and years. And I've been putting it off because I've heard, I know everyone loves this book, but from what I've heard, I don't think I will. From what I've heard about Mariana Zapata and her writing. But we are going to be giving this one a chance in this video. I am nervous. This one is an ice skating romance. That is really all I know about it. This is a very stiff book. Like, it's not floppy at all. And I'm just very nervous to get to it. But if it wasn't for Spin the TBR, would I ever get to it? So this is actually good. It's going to help me either read it and enjoy it, read it and not enjoy it, or read it and DNF it. And this is the first book of the 3. We're not going to read them in this order necessarily, but this is the first one we spun. Spin 2, we got His to Love by Elena H. Covens. I am so excited to read this one. I've been meaning to pick this up for a while now, like since I got it. I am so excited to read this one. Every time I go and try and decide a book to read, I'm like, I should pick this one up. And I just never do. So I am very excited that the TBR wheel chose it. And this is a romantasy. I'm pretty sure this is about this woman who has been avoiding men and she'd rather just be reading books. And then one night in a lightning storm, she gets sent into her favorite book and she needs to survive the world. And then her book boyfriend is a pirate and he is there. I am so excited to read this. It's fairly short for a romantasy. It's not even 300 pages. But I am very excited for this one. I've heard nobody talk about it. I saw the author mention it on TikTok. And I'm like, that sounds so good. I need to read it. and hopefully it's good. And we got Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. And I don't want to say I'm not happy about this, but this one is one of my most recent purchases. So I was kind of hoping with this series to get books off my TBR that have at least been on it for a little while. But the main thing is Dead of Winter. I kind of wanted to read this in like January, but that is okay. I am very excited for it. We are going to be reading it in this video, and this one is going to be my first Darcy Coates. I've heard amazing things about her books. This is I'm not sure if it's a thriller or a horror. On the back it says horror fiction, so I think it's a horror, but it could be wrong because the stuff that gets put on books is sometimes wrong, or where they get shelved in a store, so I'm not sure. I'll have to give it a read first. It says 8 strangers, 1 killer, nowhere left to run. Sorry about that coughing fit. Gonna try and do this really quickly, short and sweet. But Dead of Winter, pretty sure this is about this woman who joins a tour group that goes up on a mountain, I think. And then people start dying. So one of them in that little group is the killer, and I am very excited to give this a read. So these are the 3 books we are going to be reading in this video. Hopefully they are all enjoyable. I was going to say they all have a similar color scheme, and they do, just not the spine of From Lukov with Love, but like, see if I can hold these up. They all have that kind of bluey, whitey, green. Maybe they don't look anything similar, but I am excited to go read these. I'm not sure which one I'm going to start with, but when I do make some progress, I will let you guys know. I've started reading His to Love, and I am on page 79, which is, these don't have chapter numbers, but I'm on page 79, and I am loving this book. It is so good. I'm loving the writing, the world, the characters. I'm loving the tension and the banter and the chemistry between the 2 main characters. I'm just loving everything about this book. Basically, this is about this woman. She lives in the 1800s, and her father passed away. He sailed around the world, and then he got lost at sea. And so she grew up with her mother, and her mother's been trying to get her to find someone to marry and have kids with, and she isn't interested in that. She loves to read, so one day when she's at the library reading her favorite book, there is a lightning storm, and she ends up being transported into the book. So now in this fictional world, she meets the main character of the story, also her book boyfriend, Flynn Sawyer, and he is a pirate. He is the captain of no ship because, well, they call him captain. He has 2 other people that are part of his crew, but he did not have a ship. The beginning is him stealing a ship, and he takes her with him. At first, he thinks she's the princess because she's wearing really nice clothes, and he's trying to steal this from the king, the ship from the king, and she insists that she's not the princess, and so he takes her with him, and they are now on this little island where his mother is, and it's just really atmospheric so far. Their banter is incredible, and when they were like the sword fighting scene, I just love this book, and the dinner scene, and just how badass this woman is. I am loving every second of this. Let's go continue reading. I finished His to Love. I adored this book so much. I gave it 5 stars. I loved all of these characters, and the writing was incredible. I just had the best time. I loved the world. I loved everything about this book, and I think it's going to be a series because there's like a sneak peek on the back for a second book, and it does have a 1 on the spine. But I haven't seen anything anywhere on social media about a book 2, so I will have to go do some research into that because I love this, but there is a side character's storyline that is not yet completed, not yet a happily ever after, so I will definitely be looking forward to book 2. I adore this so much. I highly recommend it if you enjoy historical romantasy with great banter and just all around great characters. I am going to be reading, I'm not sure which book. I think I'm going to read From Look Out With Love next by Mariana Zapata, and I will update you guys when I've made some progress in it. I have an update for you guys. You guys are probably like, we just saw you, and yes, you did. Not very long ago. But I have started From Look Out With Love. I've made it to page 32. I am really not liking this book. I just can't stand the writing. I feel so bad because I know everyone, well, like everyone I've seen loves this book. I don't think I've seen anyone not love this book or this author, but it's just not for me. So I will unfortunately be DNFing it at page 32. And I'm just, it sucks, but I do not want to put myself through reading this. I know a lot of people love it, so I'm going to unhaul this one and hopefully it goes to a better home where it will be loved. And that is my update, and I will read Dead of Winter next, so I will update you guys when I made some progress in that. I have done some reading. I've started Dead of Winter. I'm on page 59, and I'm loving this book. I'm really enjoying the writing and the snowy setting, and I love I'm so intrigued. I need to know what's going on. I do have some guesses and suspicions already. I think that it is her boyfriend, but I have no idea. But she made it like a little comment that I think we were just supposed to read and like look over, but it kind of stuck with me, and so maybe I'm overthinking it, but he is my suspect as of right now. But one of the people has just been found dead. Well, their head, they were decapitated. And so at first I'm like, this is giving like a murder mystery vibes, giving like Agatha Christie vibes. And I'm like, where's the horror? Then they found his head. It's like, well, that's horrific. There's the horror. But I'm loving this book so much. I am really intrigued to see what happens next. I don't know. I love the setting of like a snowy, isolated setting. They are out there. There is, I think, 8 of them. And there is nobody else around that we know of. They are stuck there. There's no cell service or anything. And I just love a good isolated setting in my horror books. Especially, like, I do really enjoy the snowy, isolated setting. And I can't wait to continue reading. So let's go do just that. I've been reading more of Dead of Winter. I am on page 204, and I am loving this book so much. I have no idea who the killer is, but I am just enjoying it so much. I think it's going to be 5 stars. I'm loving our main character and just all the little bits of information we're being given. I have had several guesses as the book has gone on as to who is behind everything and why they are doing it, but generally, every time I think I haven't figured it out, they're like, no, you don't. But I don't know. I have no clue who it is. I am absolutely loving this book so much. I highly recommend so far. I have just been flying through it. I might even finish this tonight, or at least, if not tonight, probably tomorrow. And that'll be perfect because I'll be able to wrap it up in October. And it's perfect for spooky season because although it is set in like the snow and the winter, it is a horror, so it is the spooky genre, and some of the ways that they found some of the people have not been pleasant to read about. It's quite graphic, but like not, if you don't like gore, I think you'll still enjoy this because it's not a lot of it, but there is that element where you're like, this is not, they're not sugarcoating things. This is not for children. I'm really enjoying this, and let's go get reading. I finished Dead of Winter. I gave it 5 stars. I adored this book. I highly recommend if you're looking for a horror with a gripping plot and just a fast-paced read that you'll just want to keep turning the pages until you find out what happens, because this one was all those things for me. I enjoyed it so much, and I can't wait to read more from Darcy Coates in the future. I definitely am interested in some of her other books, and that is going to be it for this video. If you made it this far, please leave a... what emoji should we do? How about any red emoji? And before you guys go, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.